Who's the gangsta? We're gangsta rap. Who's the gangsta? Who's the gangsta? Who's the gangsta? Who's the gangsta? We're gangsta rap. Gangsta rap.
YouTube salute. Here to talk about Biggie Smalls versus Big Pun. Who was a better lyricist? I'm talking about lyrics only, alright, y'all? So don't try to bring in the songs and stuff. Lyrics, the lyrical ability, the wordplay, the vernacular. That's what we're going to be breaking down right now. So, alright? So if you're new to my channel, man, thumbs up that video. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also, cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. The link is in the description. And check out 2 new interviews in the interview playlist. John Connor from Flint, Michigan, and B.I.G.vs from Los Angeles, California. All right, let's go, y'all. So let's start with Big Pun. We know he was signed to Loud Records. He dropped a platinum album, Capital Punishment, his first solo album. He was the first Latino rapper to go platinum, the first Latino group to go platinum with Cypress Hill. So let me clarify that now before somebody say something in the comment section. I know how people like to get. People want to think they know more than me. You don't know shit because I'm a hip-hop encyclopedia. We're going to get that straight right now. Then he dropped Yeah Baby, that came out April 4th, 2000. That album came out 2 months after he passed away, February 9th, 2000. That album also went platinum. He had an album that came out after his death, Endangered Species, that came out April 2001, also on Loud, but yeah, it's so, but it didn't really do too much, just to let everybody know. Pun from the Bronx, Fat Joe, had him on his album in 1995, and he struck a deal. He's been on some great tracks with Noriega, Styles P, Jadakiss, Nature, Mac 10, Delinquent Habits, Digital Underground, The Symphony with Coogee Rap, KRS One, Prodigy, Inspector Deck. These are some of the lyricists out there that Pun's been with, like on tracks. He even did a track with Biggie too, just to let y'all know. That track came out later in the 2000s, but Pun is a punchline king, and he can hold his own. He can hold his own. Every time he's been on tracks, he's actually demolished the tracks, or he really won. Like, he stood out. Now let's go to Biggie. BK Brooklyn, you know about Biggie. Signed to Bad Boy Records. Dropped 2 studio albums. Ready to Die, 1994, a classic. The album right there, put Biggie as far as one of the top rappers in NY. And some people even consider him to be the king of NY at that time with that first album. But that is subjective, because you had a person like Nas that came out in 94 that people was calling him the king of New York, and you still had other people that were still holding it down in New York, or on the East Coast. So Biggie, he passed away in March 1997, was murdered in Los Angeles after the Soul Train Awards. Life After Death, one of the best, or arguably the best, double album in history. He dropped Conspiracy with Junior Mafia in 1995. He helped push them out, giving Lil C's, Lil Kim their thing to do. So, Biggie was always a great punchline king. He did a lot of stuff on Puffy album that came out, Puff Daddy and the Family, that came out in 1997 also. He worked with that, helping out, and that stuff was, later on, people heard how tight Biggie was. He wrote for, like, Junior Mafia too, which was always, something that Biggie was just known for, like, his lyrics. Now, let's talk about lyrics, man. So like I said, when it comes to like the themes and the tales, Biggie has 10 Crack Commandments, Niggas Bleed, Hypnotize, Dreams, Just Plain. He had that song talking about all them different type of females he'll fuck in the industry. Me and My Bitch. I love that song right there. Jay-Z bit off him right there also. Big Pun, he has some dope songs too. Now, we're going to break his stuff down. So some of the stuff he was coming with was like Dream Shatterer, Deep Cover. A lot of people forget about that Deep Cover joint. When he was on the cut with, Watch Out with Fat Joe, Armageddon, Key Nut. He killed that right there. Um, with Flesh and Bone and Fat Joe, No Mercy, off the books with the B-Nuts and Cuban Links. He murdered that right there. Showbiz and AG and Karis One, Drop It Heavy. He murdered that right there. Cross Bronx Expressway, Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. He did his Thug Thizzle on that track too, man. So like I said, Pun has always had some of the dope tracks and like been on dope tracks, even his own tracks like Super Lyrical with Black Thought. He ripped that. A lot of people don't even know about that track, but he ripped that. And that's like that track was on his album that came out in 1998. He also ripped what you call it, the track he did with Inspector Deck and Prodigy. Tres Leches, that Triborough Trilogy, that shit's hard as hell. Parental Discretion with Busta Rhymes, he demolished that track. Like I said, Glamour Life with Cuban Links, Triple C Cess, Fat Joe, Armageddon. So that was like the introduction to Terror Squad right there. So he's always done some, crafty stuff when it comes to the, shaping bars, lyrics. Biggie, like I said, lyrics can go on and on the days. He out-rapped Bone Thugs on Notorious Thugs in 1997. I was like, damn, I didn't know he was going to speed up like that. Biggie has great storytelling, but Pun has great storytelling too. There's been songs Pun's told some good stories on also. So it's not like it's a big blowout. Biggie can flow, don't get me wrong, and have lyrics, but you also know Big Pun have lyrics, and the crazy thing about it, two big dudes. There were two big dudes. One was murdered, but one died, from a heart attack, but at the same time, they both dropped 2 albums. It's just crazy how the comparison, one from the Bronx, one from Brooklyn, both from New York. Biggie was more considered to be the king of New York of his status, of his commercial, I ain't gonna say commercial rap, but just his commercial appeal. But he still kept some real hip hop rap gutter songs. Pun, he has some commercial success. I'm Not a Player with Joe. He had the the remix. He has some commercial success. So we're not gonna sit here and say he did it, but he still had the gutter shit that made everybody like ooh ah wow. Even Biggie had verses in verse of the month in the source. Big Pun too. So that's what I'm saying. Like they was really holding it down when it came to freestyles. They was killing, man. So how do we decide who was a better lyricist between Biggie Smalls, aka Notorious B.I.G., or Big Punisher? Big Pun, man. To me, I believe Big Pun, his lyrical ability, just if we're going off lyrical ability only, I'm gonna give it more to Big Pun by edge, like a edge, not too much, but I think Big Pun, some of the stuff he said in his rhymes, you really have to like go back and decipher, like, damn, what the fuck he just say? Biggie was straight, like a blue nose pit, that's straight raw and rugged with it, that he can break everything down right then and there, and you really didn't have to like, go back unless sometimes he said something that it didn't catch right then and there. But Biggie, like, he can go bar for bar with some of the best lyricists in the game, and everybody saw that. Even when he was on tracks with like Jay-Z, killed Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? The only person, like I said, that held his own with Biggie, I could say was like Method Man on the first album. But even Biggie killed the Locks on his own shit. He was killing them motherfuckers. That shit was funny as hell. But like I said, to me, as far as like creativity, I'll give that to Biggie Smalls when it comes to creativity. As far as like the themes of songs, Big Pun, he straight punchline, bar for bar. He can make good songs too. I'm not gonna say he can't, but at the same time, I thought he was just probably as an edge when it came to lyrics only, because he could just talk about the lyrical shit that you want to hear. Biggie can too, but he knew his success was at making hits for the females, getting on the radio, that mainstream money. So, but when Biggie had to make tracks so people can hear his album. The 10 Crack Commandments and other stuff like, Ready to Die. Of course, people like the More Money, More Problems, but at the same time, Biggie was a real, bar lyrical genius. Big Pun, he was just like a super beast, bro. Like, he was just to me, I feel like I could compare Big Pun and Big Pun and Biggie Smalls as a bear and a silverback gorilla on the microphone. That's my comparison. One was a silverback gorilla, one was a bear. It doesn't matter who you decide. They both can bring it. But I feel like Biggie had some gifts that Pun didn't have, and Pun had some gifts that Biggie didn't have, but you probably didn't get a chance to see it because of the commercial success they had. But when they was able to go bar for bar, it was unbelievable. But let me know who you think won. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you'd like to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, peace.